Yeah, so that's technology, I guess. So the like the program that I'm using, it like got me across like four different platforms. So um, if it cut off one place, it's gonna cut off like everywhere. So anyway, we just heard back around, and now we're back around. Um, so like I was saying about Boomerang, uh, beautiful track, lovely track. Um, that's not a true story though. I just write really well. Let's be very sheer about that. But coming into our next joint is like I told you about our background singers, the Muses. The Muses are like bar none, man. They're just really amazing. So this interlude is so beautiful, man. It kind of reminds you of the group King, but our background, the Muses, Jasmine Beeman, Soultree James, and Niecy Butler, just amazing, amazing. They're such a huge part. They're the glue. So I want you to enjoy the Muses. Silence is in my mind, on my heart, tear me apart, lost in a daydream. What do you mean to me? Hands in the stars. Is this a fantasy? So that was the Muses interlude, man, and it's a really good buffer um, for the second half of the album. So I take every little aspect of what I do very seriously, and I move with a lot of intention. And like the sequencing of the album was very intentional. Like that first half is like a love story. It starts off beautiful, and you're kind of talking, and you want to find this great love and all of this wonderful stuff, and then some tricky things kind of happen towards the end, and then we segue now into more of like the familiar love, the self love, the cultural love. So this second half of the album is just it's emotional, and this is where a lot of people kind of cried, a lot of people kind of just got into their feelings. I want you to experience it all, and I sequenced it this way on purpose. So we're now moving into that second half of the album, and this is by the incomparable Megan McNeil. Uh, this song is Mama's Kitchen.
I try to blow so I can make that.
Pink flowers at my window pane. Let me know that you are here. With all this mass deception, yeah, it's hard to live without fear. Every day another fight, scared to live and scared to die. Don't know how much more I can take. Though my feet are weary, I know that I gotta find a way. And then I'm reminded by my mama's kitchen, warm cheddar biscuits biscuits. My baby singing when he thinks no one's listening. My mama's kitchen with Stevie spinning. Those little things remind me of the existence pink flowers on the boulevard. As I watch the clouds roll by, with all these distractions, yeah, we tend to lose our sense of time. Every day another fight, scared to live and scared to die. Don't know how much more I can take. Though my feet are weary, I know that I gotta find a way. And then I'm reminded by my mama's kitchen, warm cheddar biscuits. My baby singing when he thinks no one's listening. My mama's kitchen with Stevie spinning. Those little things remind me of the existence.
Take a second. Inhale. Wrap yourself in that familiar smell, the aroma of Alaga syrup, peach cobbler pulling you in, love at its purest. We all trying to leave an imprint like knuckles on kneaded dough, forks in the crust of apple pie. Little things we hated but should have appreciated, like Granny getting that crust out of our eye, telling us the devil is a lie, just so we live in our truth. Them hugs gave new meaning to soul food. Edified and sanctified, these moments get magnified every time the world tries to make you forget. The first time you looked love in its eyes and became a pupil. My mama and grandmama taught me how food can say I love you. Surprise cornbread with currency wrapped in tinfoil. Fruit pizzas when other classmates only had cupcakes for their birthday. Thank you for teaching me that I'm special. Hopefully, I return the favor.
My mama's kitchen, warm cheddar biscuits. My baby singing when he thinks no one's listening. My mama's kitchen with Stevie spinning. Those little things remind me of the
Yeah, so that was that was Mama's Kitchen by Megan McNeil. And you heard her lovely son at the beginning of the track. It's just a beautiful song that I think so many people can relate to. And I don't know. For me, every time I hear it, I really feel like I get transported, like back to my childhood home and, my grandma and stuff like that. And she really used to make surprise cornbread. She put like currency in there, like quarters and dimes. It was actually, when you think back on it, it was actually dangerous, but it was a beautiful sentiment. But I was so glad that she, would do those type of things, man. And my mom making fruit pizza and stuff like that and bringing it to the school. I seen Morgan come. Oh, hey Morgan, I missed your birthday. Happy birthday! I get to say it here to people. Um, but the next track is one of my favorite, man, because I've been doing this song for a long time, and I first did it with my homeboy Kamal on a project that we did years ago, and it just keeps getting reworked and reworked, and every time we do it live, um, it just feels really good. So I wanted to bring the live element to it, and I'm so glad that it found a home on this album. So this is a really emotional track for me. I know the first couple of times I performed it live, I would cry. So you know, for everybody that had a mother and a grandmother, I had both my parents, but my mom and grandma, they were really rock. My my dad is an amazing man. He's in my life, been in my life the whole time, still here now. Hey, Dad, he don't have no social media, but um, I think everybody can relate to that mom and grandma love. So
God that I had two mothers, one that birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something. Winter came and it stovetop loving. Heat come from somewhere, cause comment couldn't be in game ways, games kept coming. Granny wouldn't have that cause she was big thuggy. Real name big girl, the whole hood knew her. Had 11 girls, one boy, make a dozen. You could do the math, bro. I had a bunch of cousins, but Granny still loved me. No, she ain't shoved me. Pushed me to the back burner. Matter of fact, she told me a stone and a word, two things you never pass. Unless you really mean it, cause you never get it back. Unless you really mean it, cause you never get it back. In fact, thank God that I had two mothers. One that birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something. She worked two jobs so we could have something. Christmas time came and I thought I was in heaven. Gift from God, so she had to be from heaven. Taught me about God, didn't wait for the reverend. And I gave you hell, but I was like 11. Told me prayer works and I should just claim it. Moved us from the hood like 227. Moved us to the burbs like 227. And I remember when you almost died. Thoughts of your kids is what kept you alive. Rolled in the hospital, almost lifeless. Said you should be dead, but didn't know you was a fighter. Thank God that I had two mothers. One that birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something. The way she lived made me Benjamin Button. Appreciate time, man. Age ain't nothing. Live past your kids, now ain't that something? 60-something years, smoked in the squares, drank that beer. She was still there. Soul of my granddaddy, man, I know she loved me. Gotta make it flow, cause I know she proud of me. When I came to visit, she wouldn't let me leave. 80-something years old, still talking to me. Walking towards the door, and she still walking with me. But when I leave, I hope she walking with me. And when I leave, I hope she walking with me. Thank God that I had two mothers. One that birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something. All the nights that you stayed up fussing, and the time that you gave me purpose, and my life that you stayed involved in. Probably the reason I ain't laying in the coffin. All the nights that you stayed up fussing, and the time that you gave me purpose, and my life that you stayed involved in. Probably the reason I ain't laying in the coffin. Thank God that I had two mothers. One that birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something. Thank God that I had two mothers. One that birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something. That birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something. Thank God that I had two mothers. One that birthed me and the other's grandmother. Never really had much, but didn't want for nothing. Both of them loved me, and that should count for something.
Man, so that's two mothers. My sister is here with me, and she excited, and my cousins Tasha and Nettie. So they knew very intimately what I was talking about in that song. So um, yeah, it's I love that song a lot, man. Man, I really wish that my layers, my levels was a little bit better. I wish you could see what my wonderful wife created, man. It's this wonderful sign, and we got flowers all over the house. Um, but it was a beautiful thing to wake up to, and I was so excited because I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my background for the live. First of all, I've been working on this live since Tuesday night. Okay, a lot of I'm so thankful for the 15 of you all that are here because I put in a lot of energy for you all. Okay, so thank you all for coming here tonight because I do not feel like it is in vain. But this, which is a very interesting transition into our next song, which is called "Tired" um, by Earth St. James, and Earth is a special, special talent, man. Very special talent. And I knew when he wrote this in our little like when he wrote this in our little like writing boot camp for the show, I kept telling like, hey, Earth, this is gonna be a problem. This song is gonna, and when he did it, like we both was like on that stage crying, man, and people asked about it like afterwards and all that. But it's just one of those songs that I think is really going to touch people, man. And I think PJ Prince Jericho talked about it best earlier today. Like this is going to be one of those songs that's going to reach people worldwide. Pierre, I love you too, man. I'm so thankful for you, Pierre. Thank you, brother. But yeah, here goes Tired.
Some days are easier than other days, and sometimes it's hard to find a peace of mind. And some days don't wanna follow folks, ain't got nothing to post. I don't wanna be what's his name. Some days I just wanna hide, don't wanna socialize. And sometimes I can be real rude. And I know I should hope for the best and give God all the rest. But I can't fake it, I gotta tell the truth. Like the hit, let it go. From a first I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of working 2 jobs and struggle. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of wondering who I once was. And I'm tired of trying so hard, getting nowhere, faking my smile. When you're tired, when you're tired, when you're tired, when you're tired. 2 in the morning, yawning, eyelids heavy, crown feel heavy, but this poem ain't gonna write itself. Left-handed, but Poe Harold can't get right himself, can't outright himself. A whole lot of blinking, don't
mistake it for winking, just trying to outthink myself. Too tired to stay woke, too serious to crack jokes. Rest is a privilege. My mind ain't took a day off in 15 years. Beautiful dreams populated by ugly fears. Don't you ever get tired of being anxious, Harold? Creating and waiting for the world to catch up. Every time you win, you want more as if the world ain't enough. Ain't you tired of being patient, Harold? Creating and waiting for reality to look like your dreams. Ain't you tired of wondering if they gonna remember you, Harold? Putting in all that work just to meet death like the rest of them. Sometimes I get so tired it's hard to see. But one thing I know, I'ma keep going until you get tired of me.
Yeah. Ooh. And you can go to the preacher, and your mama don't want you. Now you feel like a burden. You can confess it now that you got the problem, boy. Yeah, you all in the bottom. The weed ain't gonna help you. Pouring only melted. Don't you fool the people? They can see through your persona. You're crying out. You're plotting away. Get it off your chest and just breathe. Yeah. Time. You need to better when you breathe. Oh, when you die. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I'm tired of arguing, I'm tired of fighting, I'm tired of working too hard to struggling, I'm tired of waiting, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of wondering who I was, and I'm tired of trying so hard to get nowhere and thinking my smile. When you tired, that's when you tired.
Man, that's Tied by Earth St. James. I'm more than sure folk can relate, man. I see Bradley. I see you just joined Bradley. I'm so happy, my brother Bradley. See, a lot of the shots that y'all see, like on IG and all that type of stuff. Bradley is the person that makes me look beautiful. Um, One of my best friends, Ashley. She's actually just had a birthday yesterday. So I'm so, tell Ashley happy birthday. But I was so bad on missing Morgan's though. That was like in January. I don't know. Like I was just so sad about that. But hey, Sade, we made it to double digits, Sade. Um, Jasmine, yeah. He hit it. You hit it out the park, Jasmine. Um, we only got two tracks left. Uh, this next one, man. Under These Wings was our third single, and probably like one of the best videos, that I've been a part of. And I was just so excited to see that vision come to life. And when you hear, I love hearing D. Um, I love hearing D talk about the song because D is such a beautiful and brilliant songwriter. Hey, good night, Meg. D is such a beautiful songwriter, uh, and the way his mind works is so wonderful. And the song itself is about the maternal side of God. So we talk so much about the the masculine, and we speak so much of him in the masculine, and to um, kind of look at the comforting, consoling side of God, and look at the maternal side. D wanted to explore that in this song, and I think he did it in such a gorgeous way. And I just wanted to, back end it. You know what I mean? And the way that we did this and the way that we executed the video, I'm just so honored to have been able to do a song with D Wilson before he becomes the worldwide phenom that he's about to be. So let's enjoy him while we have him. All right.
these wings as a home. You can lay claim to these feathers and be right back where you belong. There's a home waiting behind every door. You can just step past the threshold and walk in the peace that you want. You don't have to get it together, 'cause I know the places you go, some places you love, places you fear. Rest assured, if your heart is the floor, I'll help you gather pieces. There's a home right. I had a dream once. I was a hawk, wings broad and sturdy, slicing through the sky as if I created heights, gracefully gliding as if I created flight, eyes proud and forward as if I created sight. And there you were, a dove, a vision. I almost mistook you for a cloud because you seemed to float instead of fly. We combined courses. I never saw a set of feathers so gorgeous. I was struck by some unfamiliar flying object. I felt something spiraling. I saw you nose diving. You caught me before the ground did. It was the first time I didn't know how to fly, but found out how to love. Saved by a dove. I try not to overthink, but maybe that means you are my peace, my refuge. When I have no choice but to retreat, I carry the message, but you care for the messenger. How important you are. When I awoke, the clouds didn't seem too far. Grace and love, chasing behind all you've done. You can move forward if you want to, and run into all you become. We can get there together. Yes, I know the places you go, some places you love, and others you fear. Rest assured, if your heart is the floor, I'll help you gather the pieces. That's a home right here. There's not a distance that's too far behind. If they clip your wings, well, I'll wrap you in mine. Down to each feather that's covering you. Always with you. We were all at the table.
Man, that's under these. That's, I don't know, man. That's just such a beautiful song, man. It's such a it feels like such a worldly song, you know, like one of those songs that even if you don't know the words, you understand the feeling. Um, and I'm so glad that you're here, Worldwide D. Um, I love you so much, brother. I love your talent, the way your heart and mind work. Um, just a beautiful thing to be creating with such brilliant, beautiful people. Um, this last track, is this last track is No Looking Back, and is I think it's such a strong way to end. I think it's really cool that both the beginning and ending tracks are they begin with me, because it kind of flips the way we kind of normally go about things, but I love it because it allows the singers to just kind of breathe. And Yao really breathes on this track, man. It's so visual. It gives you a Django like vibe. Like it gets you. I don't know. I think it really energizes your soul. You know, it's a very beautiful way to end out the album. It makes you want to like be liberated. I think is the best way to kind of go about that. But here go No Looking Back by Yao. Table for Thanksgiving. My brother and sister noticed our plates didn't look the same as our distant cousins and uninvited guests. We all looked at our uncle, the one everybody knows is a creep, always asking for money and always cheap, especially when it came to us. We definitely know who was his favorite nephew and niece. My sister started to say something to him. I guess my mama know that look, so she grabbed her wrist under the table, but my sister wasn't having it. She stood up, looked him in the eyes, and said, "I'll never forget." The uninvited guest looked shook. He gave a confident smile like he wanted to pat her on the head and tell her to pipe down. My mother said, "Sit down," but my brother and I both stood up. We told him to give us everything he owes us back. He looked confused and said, "What's done is done. Ain't no looking back." I agree, PJ.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at the story all in the plane. Look at the history. Look at the scene. They won't be looking, no need for looking. We know the story, no need for looking back in. Straight from my mama, straight from the crib. Took me and worked me, took away my rib. They won't be looking, no need for looking. We know the story, no need for looking back. No need for looking back. I gave you my back, I gave you my heart. Gave me them lashes, told me apart. They won't be looking, no need for looking. We know the story, no need for looking back. No need for looking back. Well, I packed up my family, I moved out of town. Look in my mirror, you still around. They won't be looking, no need for looking. We know the story, no need for looking back. No need for looking back.
Man, thank y'all so much for joining me uh, for this celebration of the release of FFTL's first live studio album, Bouquet of Beautiful. I probably won't do another live again until the next album. Um, but I'm so thankful that you all joined me on tonight. And, you know, go listen to the album, pull it up, send it to your friends and family. Um, but thank you so much for tonight. That's the important part. This really meant a lot to me. I'm so used to being, hey Megan joined us, talking about it's a party. Yeah, 2 hours ago. But I'm so glad that y'all joined tonight, man. I'm so used to being, with y'all in person and feeding off of that energy. But I think that we did such an amazing job with this project, and I wanted to do something. I wanted to have. I didn't care, if it was 1 or 100 tonight. But the fact that y'all showed up, man, I appreciate y'all. And until the next time, man, listen to the album, stream it, and have a great weekend. All right.